Hello, I'm Caroline Basta and I turned 20 in 107 days. So I decided, me being an absolute foodie, that today I would do a food favourites video for you. I have them all laid out in front of me and looking at them, most of them are kind of like snacky type foods. They're very health foodie, kind of like breakfast, but that's not surprising at all, seeing as I'm obsessed with breakfast. By far, best meal of the day. Breakfast, brunch, oh, best. Okay, so let's start here. This is, still has the price tag on it. Okay, so this one is a yogurt alternative. I, in the morning, kind of go between a couple different breakfasts. It's kind of coming out of winter now, it's getting really nice weather. So in the really cold days, I used to have like porridge. Now I'm kind of going back into the colder breakfasts, like yogurts and smoothies and that kind of stuff. So this one is a yogurt alternative made with coconut milk. It is actually crazy white. Like, that's not even the lighting right now. That's literally how white it is. It's just like pure white. But this is what that is Koyo. It's a coconut milk yogurt alternative. Dairy-free, vegan, and they said dairy-free twice, that was good. So it's dairy-free and vegan. Now I wanted to try it because I had seriously bad skin. And I read somewhere that sometimes it can be linked to dairy, so I tried like kind of cutting down some big sources of dairy, so like milk. I mean, I could never cut out cheese because that's just ridiculous, so I still eat cheese. But like yogurt and milk and stuff I tried to replace, so I tried this one and oh, it tastes so good. If you don't like coconut, wouldn't recommend it because it tastes really coconutty. But I am obsessed with coconut. So I recommend a lot. So that's first favourite. Second favourite is, don't choke. Okay, second favourite is not like a recent favourite. It's kind of been an obsession for mine for about 2 years now, and I don't know how I'm not sick of it yet because I literally have about 2 tablespoons of it per day. Like, it's weird for me. It's weird for me to go a day without cheese or peanut butter. And this is Pick's Really Good Peanut Butter Original. And I can confirm Pick does not lie. It is really good. Peanut butter, we all know, is amazing, but because it's peanuts and usually quite a bit of salt, it can be not all that healthy for you, but this one is really healthy for you. Let's see, ingredients. 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. And it doesn't even have that much salt. If you look in nutrition information, really don't use that much salt. Like, it just tastes incredible. They don't put any like sugars, oils, any of that kind of stuff. Any of the oil in here is just natural peanut oil. God, I'm obsessed with peanut butter. Another kind of butter slash spread that a lot of people make themselves, but again, effort. It's almond and chia spread. This, super similar to peanut butter, I just am also obsessed with raw almonds. So I decided maybe I should try an almond spread. And a lot of the time I actually mix the two, like in my porridges in the morning, I mix the two and it is so good. So that is another really good thing. Also gluten-free. And both of these things are actually Australian made. So pay attention to that. It's cool. Other thing, these 3 things kind of go together. The peanut butter, the almond spread, and goji berries. Now I'm a little bit obsessed with Mariah Kerr, and she, in a lot of her interviews, when they ask her about like her health and her diet and stuff, she always like boasts so much about how much she eats goji berries, and she's like, oh, they're so amazing, they're so good for you. And I was like, I should do some research and see what they're actually doing for me because I eat a crap load of them. So looked it up, full of antioxidants, so that's great, and also full of, let me look it up, beta carotene, which is meant to be great for healthy skin. So these are, they're quite a different taste. So I don't know, I was never one of those kids who hated sultanas either, so maybe if you hated sultanas, don't go buying like a kilo of them. But they're really good, and I also put them in my breakfast. They go great with the Koyo. So I thought that I would show you what ingredients that I'm loving, and then at the end I'll put in a few little recipes of what I make with them. So I won't put in like a really long video of how I make them. I'll just put the end result in, and then if you would like to know how I make them, comment below and I can do a video on them for you. The peanut butter, the almond spread and the goji berries I love to make into protein balls. Now I know that there are stacks of different variations of protein balls, but what I put in mine are goji berries, the 2 spreads, a stack of different kinds of nuts. I usually put shredded coconut in them. What else? Chia seeds, a bit of coconut oil to kind of make it stick together, and then I just blend that all up. I put prunes and dates in them. Oh, also dates, amazing. And then I just blend them together and then just ball them up and freeze them, and then they're good to go. Then the last thing I have been loving goes in my smoothies, although I could also put them in protein balls if you want a little bit more of a chocolatey taste. The last thing I use is this raw cacao powder. Now if you're like me, you're an absolute chocoholic, but if you're also like me, chocolate doesn't love your skin. So this is a healthy alternative. It is jam-packed with antioxidants, magnesium and bliss nutrients to help you feel energized, healthy and happy. So this is also gluten-free and vegan. I don't think I'm in focus. So yeah, so I put this in my smoothies. Goes super well with bananas. That tastes amazing. That's pretty much it. They are my current food favorites. Not limited to just these, of course, though. I also love just the all-time basic greats like avocado, guacamole. What else? Like poached eggs, bacon, bread. Just thought that maybe I didn't really need to put them in there. So these are a bit different. Where you can get these from. Koyo and the raw organic powder and goji berries I know you can get from most health food stores. They are bound to sell it, I'm sure. The almond spread, most spreads, like they have Brazil nut, they have cashew nut, they have Brazil, cashew, almond, hazel, all the other nuts. I actually just get this in the health food section of like Coles and Woolworths. But the Pix peanut butter is a little bit harder to come by. I actually get this from a place in Alexandria called Salt Meats and Cheese. They sell it, but I know that like gourmet grocers and that kind of stuff also, you can also find it there. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Thanks so much for watching. This is my second ever video, so it would be super appreciated if you hit the like and the subscribe button. Comment if you have any requests, and I will see you next Friday. Bye! If you're like me, you're an absolute chocolate. Hold on, take the price tag off.